Welcome back, everyone. A celebrity needs shades for his home, and where does he turn? But for the incredible selection at Connecticut Lighting, of course.
Of course. Javier Colon, the first winner of The Voice, called CT Lighting to have them come right to his house.
And Javier was kind enough to invite our own Scott Haney into his crib, as they call it, to see how it's all done. Let's take a look.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find it, time after time.
Chances are you recognize this gentleman. It's Javier Colon, the first ever winner of The Voice. Today, we're in his house right here in Connecticut. Not so much to hear his amazing voice, but to look at windows. They need shades. Shades from Connecticut Lighting.
Hey everybody, I'm very excited about this particular shoot. We're with Connecticut Lighting, Todd Director, who's the president of the company. I'm Scott Haney. This is Brian Sear, who also works for Connecticut Lighting. He does their shades. And of course, we have our celebrity in the house, Javier Colon. Javier, good to see you.
Good to see you, Scott. How are you?
Everything good?
Everything's amazing. I cannot complain.
2011, winner of The Voice, the first competition ever. And how are things going now?
Things are great. I've been still touring, still making music, still running around the country, around the world, getting to sit on a stool and play guitar for folks. So
which is really incredible.
It's a blessing.
This is where Javier makes the music, and as you can see, the windows are bare.
They're kind of naked right now.
They're very naked
you need
right
shades.
now. I need some shades.
And that's where you come in, Todd.
Absolutely.
Todd, tell me about what we're going to do for Javier today.
So again, window shades, one of the few categories that we actually do total turnkey. So, you know, as we're showing up here at Javier's house, you know, Javier reached out to me, said he was in the market for window shades. I reached out to Brian. I had Brian pay Javier a visit, and he's here today.
Yes.
We'll measure up the windows. We'll look at the product selections. He'll pick some, and you know, in a few weeks, we'll have some window shades.
Now, I know what you're thinking at home. Javier Colon, celebrity. He can afford this. You at home can afford the shades at Connecticut Lighting. Tell me a little bit about the prices.
So again, you know, our main vendor is a company called Graber. Really reasonable for window shades that fill the whole gamut, from, you know, motorized shades to just standard window shades. Thousands of options and solutions for any window.
Brian Sear, the gentleman who takes care of the shades, has 20 years of experience under his belt and is excited about the project.
When you walk into somebody's house, what are you thinking? What do you think for Javier?
Yeah, so it's the first step, right? As you take a look, you ask the client, Javier, we spoke a little bit prior.
Yep.
You know, what's your goal? Is it aesthetics? Is it light control? Is it privacy? Is it all of the above? After talking to Javier, he said his main goal was really mostly privacy, a little bit of light control, but doesn't want to darken the room. So we start thinking, what type of product is best for that? So we talked, he looked a little bit. We got into roller shades. Roller shades have come a long way. They have beautiful fabrics. You can get them in different opacities, light filtering, easy to use, cordless controls, dress them up with a valance. So that's what we're looking at for Javier here today.
Javier, why did you pick Connecticut Lighting?
Because, listen, I pick Connecticut Lighting for everything that I do. I mean, most of the lights in this house are Connecticut Lighting. I've known Todd and his dad for a super long time, so whenever I need lights, that's always where I go. And then when Todd told me that they did shades as well, I was like, well, that's just another thing I'm gonna have to go to Connecticut Lighting for.
Javier agrees. Roller shades are the way to go. Now for the color and type of fabric.
What did you tell me? You were looking for a blue, right?
Yeah, I was looking for a blue, and you know, there's a lot of light that comes into this window right now. I still want that light to come in. I just didn't want. I just wanted that privacy at night, and that's why we went with the light filtering shades. And I love this. What I loved about this was that it matches the blue on the walls and kind of on the trim in the room, but it also has little specks of black that are here in the piano. So I figured this was a perfect shade color for this room.
Shopping for shades at Connecticut Lighting is different than the normal experience.
So I think I'm gonna stick with this lakeside right here.
I love it. I think that's a great choice.
All right, so Brian, they're going to be roller shades. Todd, can you help us with that?
Yeah, so basically what a roller shade is, and one of the really important things that I just want to point out from a Connecticut Lighting perspective, you know, we're very accustomed to doing everything in the showroom with the client. So customer comes in, they shop the showroom. With window shades, it's completely opposite. So we want people to come in and see that we're in the category and see that there's tons of options. But what we really want is Brian to get out to the house. He's got to see the window. He's got to see the moldings. He's got to see how much room we have.
The shades will be installed in about a month, and we'll be here to see it happen.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back after everything is done. And Javier, we're going to talk to you about the project, how it was, how great Brian was, and when you love those shades just so much.
I'm going to love them so much, I already know.
All right, so I'm excited to see the finished product myself, but Javier, I think we should play ourselves out.
I think we should.
All right, here we go. At Connecticut Lighting Centers, we put the accent on your home.
There it is.
Okay.
Wow.
4 chair turns for sure.
I think that they just have themselves a new jingle.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Don't forget, Connecticut Lighting offers free on-site measuring and consultation. It takes so much a headache. I did this for a really, one of those weird windows, and they came, they made it perfect, install it. So if you're looking to throw some shade on your windows, of course, you can get in touch with them.
I love it.
ctlighting.com.
Perfect.